So come to sit on your block or pillow. And we're just going to start with a very quick, just simple meditation. So, hi, Jody. Nice to see you.
Hi there. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad you made it. It's Cancer Survivor Day! Woo! We're cancer survivors! Yes, we are. Fuck yeah. Okay. Can't find humor in your journey, then what's the part of the journey, right? What's the point of the journey? All right, close your eyes and just feel where you are in your body today. This is a very special day for all of us, whether you're beginning your journey or you're 4 years out or wherever you are. Just taking note of like how much you've already grown from the experience. Cancer was my greatest teacher and it allowed me to connect to other people in all new ways that were really profound. And so there's a lot of gifts that come from the journey of being a survivor and then also walking through it. So allow yourself to just take stock of how your journey went and how you moved through your journey. And create a vessel of just gratitude right now. We're right here. We're practicing yoga right now in this moment. And that is such a blessing. And we're going to draw our attention to the base of our spine, all the way to our root chakra. So this is our root chakra. This is our sacral chakra. So this energy right here. So I guess somebody is getting their ovaries out soon, right? So that just we have this feminine energy here, right? A lot of feminine. So whether you have ovaries, don't have ovaries, doesn't matter. You still, this is the womb. This is the uterus. If you still have your uterus. But you have this is our female energy, our female organs. And allow that energy to travel all the way up to the top of our head. So that's our crown chakra. So all the way to the top of our head. And just see this beautiful light of energy coming all the way to the top of our head. And then draw the attention to the third eye. So the third eye is the point in between the eyebrows. So drawing your attention to the third eye right in between your eyebrows. Inhale, arms overhead. Clasp your hands overhead and then reach over to the right side. So lift and reach. So obviously if you've just had any kind of surgery you want to modify, so maybe you don't, reach over as much. I also had the deep reconstruction, but I was able to do yoga, but just modify in the beginning days. So you want to just be mindful of this area. But if it's been over, 3 or 4 months, then you should be able to do some of these stretches as well. Inhale, lift your chest, and then take it over to the opposite side, lift and reach. Good. Make your way back to center, and then clasp your hands behind your back, draw your shoulder blades up, and lift and draw your head back. Lift and draw your head back. Good. Take a big breath in and a calming breath out. Good. And now we're just going to roll our head around. Just roll the head around. And just notice how your head feels today, if you have any stuck energy, and then roll it the opposite direction. Roll it the opposite direction. Good. And from here, we're going to bring our knees onto the mat. And if you don't have a mat, maybe you padded, you have a towel or something just to pad your knees if you have sensitive knees, so you're not just like on a hardwood floor. And then you're going to inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, round your spine. So this is cat and cow. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, round the spine. Again, inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, round the spine. And we're just going to move our body Move it a little bit side to side, just creating some movement here in our lower spine. Lower spine moves. And then sit back onto our heels, come into a child's pose, and then roll forward and come into a little bit of an upward facing. A little bit of an upward facing. Good. And then coming back onto your heels and just begin to roll. Just roll around. So you're just creating some movement in your body. Yes. Feeling so good Sunday morning. You're alive. There's nothing better than that, right? Taking it the opposite direction. I don't know where you are, but here the sun is shining, so it's a wonderful, wonderful day here. And then from here, we're going to bring our right hand down and extend our left arm up to the ceiling. And then we're going to draw our left hand all the way through and bring your left feet to the mat. So bring your left feet. So this is a twist. And twists are amazing for detoxification. So bring your left cheek to the mat. So twists are amazing for detoxification and for cleansing out your organs. So after you go through chemo, there's a lot of pressure on the liver for cleansing. So that's why yoga is so beautiful, because it helps detoxify the organs and helps cleanse the body from the inside. So the chemo doesn't stay in the body, it can filter out. There's other things that help as well, like lemon oil, zendocrine oil, things like that. And celery juice, I'm a big fan. But yoga is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous for twisting, And coming back to center, and then just give yourself a little bit of a roll here. And then extend your right arm up, and then draw your right arm through, bring your right cheek to the mat. Yeah. And just notice the differences on each side. Maybe one side is a little tighter for you. So just notice your body. That's all we're doing. We're really just noticing where we are at in our body this morning. And when you're ready, coming back to center. Good. And then we're going to sit back on our heels and come into a wide-legged child's pose. So bringing your forehead to the mat. And this is the pose of humility, right? It's a pose of humility. And I think another thing about the cancer journey is how humble you have to be in the face of something like cancer, how you have to be teachable, how you have to learn how to take care of yourself in a way that you're not going to have reoccurrence, right? You're not. And so cancer is a wake-up call for many people to change old behaviors. And so how have you been humbled by this journey for yourself? Where have you been teachable? Where have you learned more? I mean, I've learned so much in the last couple of years, just from what I've been through. Plant your palms down and come back into a tabletop. And then this time we're going to roll over the tops of our feet and make our way into downward facing dog. So press your palms into the mat, elongate your tailbone to the ceiling. And you want to be like an inverted V. An inverted V. So you might feel a nice big stretch on the back of your thighs and the back of your calves. So it might help if you just bend one knee and bend the other. So that might help a lot if you bend one knee and bend the other, just to walk out your dog. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Excellent. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to walk our feet to our hands and bend our knees a lot. So bend your knees. And then you're just going to slowly come into a flat back. So just come into a flat back, holding it here for 3. So you might feel this on the back of your thighs. You feel that for 2 and 1. Forward fold, straighten your legs, and then grab your elbows and just hang heavy here. This is called ragdoll. So you really want to have your torso be so super heavy here. So super heavy. And allow that whole torso to just melt towards your thighs. Beautiful. Yeah, just have, you're so heavy. Good. Inhale, exhale. And then plant your hands down, and we're going to step back to a downward facing dog again. And so bend one knee, bend the other. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to draw our torso forward. So for some of you, this might be too much. You're like, Vera, no. Okay? You can bring your knees down. So that's a good modification. So if you do not have that upper body strength, just bring your knees down. Don't overdo it, okay? Inhale, exhale. Building that upper body strength. Remember, you can modify bringing your knees down. One more big breath in. And then slowly lower all the way down onto your stomach. Now, if you just had like a reconstruction of any sorts, just stay here. This is a great place. If you're a little farther away from reconstruction and deeps and all that, inhale, draw your shoulder blades up, draw your shoulder blades back, lift your chest. So I'm about 1.5 years from a deep, but I think my first year, this was very challenging, you know, especially after reconstruction, drawing those shoulder blades back. So this was a good modification because you're still building that back strength. And that's what happens after you have a deep. Your stomach muscles kind of lose their strength because you've had that surgery, but you've got to build the back support. Okay? Now roll over the tops of your feet. Make your way to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. So you imagine that you're sitting in a little chair, right? A little chair. You're sinking into your hips. You're sinking nice and low. You're feeling that intensity maybe in your thighs for 3. Sink a little bit lower for 2 and 1. Standing up nice and tall. Clasp your hands overhead and then reach over to the right side. Yeah. Reach over to the right side. All right, and then reach over to the left. I know you guys usually see me in my room, in my bedroom, and with all that's so dark. This is my living room, but my kids are not here, so I can do this in my living room. Exhale, I love my living room. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Make sure you're breathing intentionally, right? So now we're just gonna bend one knee and bend the other. Plant your palms and then step back, downward facing dog. All right, we're just gonna do some high. So we're gonna come to high, breathe, and then go to downward facing dog. Come to high. So this is just kind of fun to build some upper body strength, downward facing dog. So even if you've had reconstruction or anything, this might be kind of hard if you've just had a lymph, what's it called? The sentinel node biopsy. This might be a little challenging, or a port put in, but otherwise this should be fairly manageable, okay? And then from here, come back into downward facing dog and extend the right leg up. Right leg extends, bend your right knee, take a big breath in, and then step through to warrior 1. So your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Your hips are squared to the front of the room. Inhale, arms overhead. Again, this is you know, working the core, working the thighs. We're not really doing anything with the chest so much besides lifting our arms up. Take one more big breath in, and then open it up to warrior 2. So you're bending that right thigh. Good. Again, a lot of strength is coming from the core, okay? So draw that belly button in, and then inhale, reverse, and then exhale, draw your right elbow onto your right thigh. Good. Inhale, reverse, And then exhale, windmill down, coming into runner's lunge, runner's lunge. And now we're gonna fold the left side of our mat over, or if you have a towel or something. And then we're gonna extend the right leg long. So for some of you, this might be like, holy moly, I'm so tight. So just breathe into that, okay? Just breathe into it. And every time you come to yoga, it gets easier and easier. If this is pretty easy for you, just allow yourself to melt towards the right thigh. Maybe even try putting your nose onto the right knee, okay? So a couple variations here. So for some of you, it's just staying here. Other descending down to the right foot. Inhale, exhale. Coming back to center, making your way to runner's lunge. And then stepping back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Come onto your tippy toes and then lower your heels down. Again, tippy toes and lower heels down. Left leg extends, bend the left knee. Take a big breath in. And then step through to warrior one. Back foot is at 45. Inhale, arms up. Good. Take a big breath in and then open up to warrior two. Guys are doing awesome. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, left elbow, left thigh. Left elbow, left thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, windmill down. Make your way to runner's lunge. And then again, you can fold the right side of the mat over. Bring your right knee to the mat. And extend the left leg long. So again, you're going to notice each side, right? So maybe one side is a little tighter for you. So just notice. For if you're right-handed, it's usually the left side that's tighter. For me, it's left side for sure. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. But you know, there's a saying, like, you have to start somewhere. So if you're just like, oh, I'm so unflexible, I can't do what she's doing, the fact that you're here speaks volumes that you're even taking that time for yourself to stretch. So don't be so hard on yourself if you are judging yourself. All right, coming back to runner's lunge, downward facing dog. Glide to high plank. And again, you can bring those knees down. We're gonna holding it here for 4. Building that arm strength, that shoulder strength for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw those elbows into the ribs. Inhale, upward facing. Be mindful if you just had surgery. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, exhale. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Sink your hips low. Utkatasana, chair pose. Good. Sink your hips low. Sink a little bit lower. Squeeze those thighs together. Inhale, rise up. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. So forward fold, just forward fold there. Good. Looking good, ladies. Inhale. Exhale. I'm so proud of you guys. Showing up. Survivors. Okay, inhale. Bring your palms together. This is what survivorship is all about. That's the great thing. You learn about health and wellness, and yoga is so important for survivalship. So, yay for all of you guys. So in this moment right now, I want you to think about something you're grateful for. Something you're grateful for in your life. If you have your oil, like Mary, I know you can use a little bit of something to ground you down. And just think about something you're grateful for your journey. So maybe you've had certain people that have helped you. You've had some amazing doctors. You've you've grown through the experience, if you're just starting your journey. What are you grateful for that you found out, that you're not living in a sense where you don't know anymore, that now you know, right? It's like living with somebody and you don't know they're a thief until you find out they're a thief, and you're like, well, I'm glad I found out they're a thief, right? So what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for this morning and on your journey? Let's just all collectively just share that gratitude together. I'm very grateful for my husband and my husband's family for helping me so much during my journey. I'm totally in debt to them. I wouldn't be here really if it wasn't for my husband and his support. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Glide into high plank. And then we're going to come into downward facing dog again. Extend the right leg, open up the right thigh, and then step through again to warrior one. Inhale, rise up, and then open up to warrior two. And then we're going to straighten the right leg on track. So straighten your right leg on track. And for some of you, you might have a block. You probably don't if this is kind of new for you. But blocks are a great support when you are doing yoga. So I highly recommend just grabbing a foam block, probably like $4 at Marshall's or something, and then planting your right hand onto the block, extending your left arm up to the ceiling. Or if you don't have a block, you can just place your hand onto your shin. Okay, so 2 variations there. Holding in here for 3. Keep breathing for 2. And 1. Inhale, rise up, and then toe heel your feet to face the front. So you see how, actually, you know what? Scratch that. Let's do goddess pose, because we're all goddesses, and I am a yoga, well, I'm a breast cancer goddess. That's what I am, right? That's what we all are. We're all breast cancer goddesses. So opening up your arms, sinking into your thighs. And the reason that we're goddesses is because warriors, you're always like trying to kill something and slay something, but a goddess kind of moves through it and learns with grace along the way. So that's what a goddess is, and you guys are all goddesses. So this is called goddess pose. Holding in here for 4, breathing for 3. Good, nice goddesses for 2 and 1. Straighten the legs, shake it, 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 shake it. Hit your legs a little bit. Maybe you have some stuck energy there. You're like, oh my God, Vera. Yes. After I lived in like a hospital for like a month, and I was so weak that even that for like a second would kill me, right? But you just keep doing it and it gets easier. So let's try this again. All right, sink low, holding in here, goddess. Holding in here for 5. For 4. You got this, goddess. For 3. For 2. And 1. Straighten, and then toe heel your feet to face the front. Good. Inhale to a flat back, and then exhale, forward fold over the right thigh. So we're just forward folding over the right thigh. So you can bring a pillow, if you don't have a block, you can bring a pillow here and just place your hands on top of the pillow and then forward fold over your right thigh. Inhale, exhale. Try to make sure your hips are square to the front of the room. Make sure both feet are facing forward. Inhale, exhale. 1 more big breath in. And from here, we're just going to slowly rise up and come back to center. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant hands, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg extends, open left thigh. And then step through to warrior 1. Oh, yeah, and then open up to warrior 2. Good. Inhale, reverse and straighten your left leg on track and begin to hinge forward like you're pulling your left arm. Reach, 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 and then land your left hand on your shin or a block. Extend your right arm up to the ceiling, looking up at that right hand. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise up. All right, last time I promised, you're like, no more goddesses. I promised last one, but your thighs will love you. It's the summer, right? You want to wear little shorts, right? Some of you are like, Vera, stop. No, I'm not wearing little shorts. Yes, you are going to wear little shorts. I want to see you wear little shorts. Okay, open up your thigh, open your hands. Holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Oh, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Now, toe heel your feet to face the front. That means your left leg is facing forward. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, forward fold over your left thigh. You can bring your block or your pillow or whatever you have to make the descent a little bit easier. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more big breath in, and exhale. And slowly make your way up to standing. Shake it, shake it, shake it. All right, now we're going to do some standing poses. Let me just check the time. We're going to do some standing poses. Okay. And I'm a big fan of standing poses because they create balance and equilibrium. And this was actually one of the ways that I found out that I had brain tumor, was because I couldn't balance anymore. Okay, because the brain tumor had impeded my balance. So I'm very grateful that my balance has been restored through therapy and doing yoga. So this is why it's important to just understand your body. And the more that you understand your body, you can understand when it's off, right? If you don't know your body, you don't know when it's off. But if you know your body well, you'll understand immediately when there's something wrong, right? So having awarenesses. So we're gonna come into a pose called a tree pose. So you can hold on to a chair if you need to, but we're gonna bring our right foot into the left thigh. So right foot into the left thigh, and then you're gonna bring your palms together to touch. Inhale, exhale, good. And when you're ready, extend your arms overhead, drop your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, very nice, looking good. And then bring your hands to your hips, holding it here. Again, you can bring your hands, your left hand to or right to a chair. And we're just gonna kick our right foot out, nice and stable, and then extend the right leg back to Dekasana airplane. So that means that right foot is extended back, and you have a little bit of an upward dog in your chest for 3, for 2, and 1. Coming back nice and stable, and shake it out, shake it out. Good. Let's take the opposite side. So bring your left foot into the right thigh. Good, holding it here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Did I extend the arms? Extend the arms overhead. Yes, inhale, exhale. You are strong like a tree, right? In order to walk through the cancer journey, you have to have roots. You have to have people that are going to support you on your journey. And that's what the roots are. People and spiritual connection, which I think is very important. Bring your palms to your hips and kick your left foot forward and kick that left foot back. Lift your chest for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Coming back to center. We're going to take our last standing pose before we are on the mat. On our ground. And we're going to take dancer's pose. So, dancer's pose, if you need a chair, hold onto the chair. Kick your right foot into your right hand. Extend the left arm forward. So this is the first step. First step here. and begin to kick your right foot into your right hand as you extend your left arm forward. Lift and kick for 3, for 2, and 1, and lower down. So if you've just had surgery, this pose like this is perfect. You don't need to do that, okay? If you just had surgery, you can just stay like this. That's what I did when I first had my deep and stuff. All I would do is this, right? Just super simple, but you're still doing a stretch. You're still doing a stretch. All right, now let's take the opposite side. So left foot into the left hand. Right arm extends. Remember, staying here is awesome. Or you begin to lift your left knee, lift and kick. Good. Woo, losing my balance. Lift and kick. Good, you got this. For 3, for 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Shake it out. Shake it out. Good. Inhale. Arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant hand, step back, downward facing dog. Good, come to high plank. And again, you can bring your knees down. Okay, we're just gonna do some yoga push-ups here. This is the knees down variation. Low push-up, high push-up. Okay? Let's try that again. Low push-up, high push-up. And then we're gonna lower down for 3, 2, 1. And then come onto your stomach. Come onto your stomach, and your whole body is resting on the mat. Your cheek is to one side. Your hands are by your side. So this is a great pose just to resettle, recenter. And then we're gonna bring our cheek to the opposite side. And from here, extend your neck nice and long. Clasp your hands behind your back. And we're just gonna lift and draw our shoulder blades back for 3. Neck is nice and long for 2. Point your feet for 1 and lower down. Good. Now we're gonna extend our arms forward because we're super women, right? Super women. We're just going to extend our arms forward, holding it here for 4. Breathing for 3. Nice and strong for 2. And 1. Lower down. Good. Ah, come on up to tabletop. And we're going to come onto our seat. We're going to come onto our seat. And we're going to set up for some core work. We're going to do some core work. And core work is so super important on your journey because that is what is going to strengthen your back. When people complain about a bad back, it's usually because their core is not strong. I mean, there's of course inflammation and things like that, and there's definitely stuff to help with that, but the core is so important for helping your back, for keeping a strong back. All right, so you do what you need to do, but we are going to do a few different core exercises. So we're going to move the flesh from underneath our seat and extend your spine nice and long. Remember, you have that line of energy coming from the base of your spine all the way to the top of your head. Okay, so we're going to scoop our core and lower down for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Lift your chest. So how did that feel, right? Were you shaking a little bit during that? Just notice your core, right? Where's your core? What's going on with your core, all right? The more you work your core, the easier these things get. All right, scoop your core, lowering down for 4, for 3, for 2, holding it here, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Coming back up. Good. Let's take boat pose. So boat pose looks like this. This is half boat, or you can do full boat, okay? So let's start like this. Just getting ready, bracing yourself for the boat, for the torrential waves of life, right? That's Cancer journey. All right, so like this, half boat. Let's start with half boat. Good, and then if you want to do full boat for 4, for 3, for 2 and 1. Nice. Did you try full boat? You stay in half boat? Just notice. Let's take one more boat again. Half or full. You do you. Here we go. Half. Starting. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring your feet together to touch. Good. And just give your feet a little nice massage here. Feet are wonderful. And sink low, forward fold. Try to bring your forehead to your toes if you can. Your thighs are nice and wide, nice and open. Inhale. Exhale. One more big breath in. And come on up. Excellent, ladies. All right, from here, we're going to come back to our straight legs, and we're going to lower down for 4, for 3, for 2, and then lower all the way down and bring your knees into your chest. Bring your knees into your chest. Oh, the sun feels so good. Ah, vitamin D, right? Vitamin D, so good. All right, extend your legs up to the ceiling and bring your hand behind you. We're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left knee to your right elbow, and we're going to switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in the chest. Whoa! All right. No more. We're not going to do any more. No more stomach work right now. Abdominal. We're going to focus now on the thighs again. And we're going to lift our pelvis up to the ceiling. Scoop your core. Lift your pelvis. Squeeze your glutes. Lifting here. You can clasp your hands if you'd like. You can leave them nice and long. Holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's try that again. All right. Here we go. Lifting up. Good. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze those thighs. Holding it here. Draw those thighs together for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. Okay. The last one is wheel. If you've had the deep, I would not recommend this one right now, or reconstruction recently. This is only after at least a year out from deeps and reconstructions. It's a very intense pose. I had to build up to this one. It took me a while to do. So bridge or wheel, your yogi's choice. You can stay in bridge if you are fine staying there. So here we go. Bridge or wheel coming on up for 5, for 4. Good. Lift, lift, lift. For 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down and bring your feet together to touch. So your feet are touching. Rest your right hand on your heart, left hand on your stomach. Close your eyes. Again, thinking about something you're grateful for in your life. And I know you guys have so much to be grateful for. The fact that you're here. And draw your knees into your chest. And then we're going to extend our legs up to the ceiling. So you can plant your hands underneath your seat and just extend your legs up to the ceiling. And just, again, acknowledge your feet, the gratitude for your feet, and the journey that you've been on. Or you're just starting. And the fact that you're here is amazing. Amazing. Celebrating World Cancer Day, World Survivor Day. And we're going to bring our knees into our chest and extend our left leg nice and long. Draw our right knee into your chest. Twist over to the left side. Extend the right arm to the right side. Look over on the right side. Supine twist. And then coming back to center, extend the right leg. Drive the left knee into the chest. Twist over to the right side. Extend the left arm to the left side. Coming back to center. Draw both knees into the chest. Give them a hug of gratitude for showing up on your mat. And then we're going to extend our legs nice and long. We're going to be coming into our final resting pose of Shavasana. So if you need to put on your blankets or your socks or whatever is going to help you, just get ready for a total zenful relaxation. Do what you got to do. And just taking all the benefits of even that little, more bridge yoga practice, just what has shifted in your body this morning. And allow a beautiful energetic light of healing energy that's going to heal your cells, heal each and every one of your cells, to come from the bottoms of your feet and from your feet to your knees, to your thighs, and then to your sacral chakra, your sacrum, the root, the whole energy where your ovaries and sexual organs are, healing that whole energetic point right there. And then the light comes up to our solar plexus, which are where your stomach is and your internal organs. And then the light comes up to your chest, healing that area where, if you've had a reconstruction or a double mastectomy or a lumpectomy or whatever you've had, just healing that area full of light and energy. And then the light comes to your shoulders, to your elbows, to your wrist, to your hands, to your fingers, all the way back up to your shoulders, to your throat. Your throat chakra is so powerful. The words that you say to each other and to your loved ones or to yourself. And the light comes up to your mouth, your jaw, your teeth, your nose, your cheekbones, your eyes, your eye sockets, your eyebrows, the point in between your eyebrows. And then that light all the way up to the top of your head. That is your crown chakra. And that connects you with the universe, with God, with something that's greater than yourself, a higher power, which is so fundamental in the journey to have a belief in something greater than yourself. It is really hard to navigate with peace and gratitude if you lack that spiritual centeredness. And for me, that means sometimes sitting in meditation with my higher power and asking my higher power throughout the day for help with allowing the universe to guide me in a path that doesn't make me anxious or angry or stressed out, because that leads to inflammation, and that is not good for a cancer survivor. And your final resting pose of Shavasana. And we're just going to begin to bring some awareness back into our body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. And then roll over onto your side. And then slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And I'm going to read to you from today's 24-hour day book. It's a spiritual book of literature that I've been reading for 17 years since I've been in recovery. You can keep your eyes closed. Very quietly, God speaks through your thoughts and feelings. Heed the divine voice of your conscience. Listen for this, and you will never be disappointed in the results of your life. Listen for this small, still voice, and your tired nerves will be rested. The divine voice comes to you as strength, as well as tenderness, as a power, as well as restfulness. Your moral strength derives its effectiveness from the power that comes when you listen patiently for the small, still voice. So listening for that small, still voice as it guides us through our journey, no matter what we are confronted with, we can get through it all. We are survivors. Bring your palms to your heart, and then your palms together, your thumb knuckles to your third eye. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. All right, thank you, goddesses. Yay, happy Survivor Day. It was great to see you again. I will not be here next week, but I will keep you posted when I will teach again. I'll also stay on the line here. If people have questions about chemo detox or nutrition or anything of that sort, or yoga questions. But it was so good to celebrate this day with you guys. Seriously, this is an amazing, amazing day. So I'm so grateful.